let's kick this to the next subtopic. Where do we see AI for marketing going? Where would we like to see it go? Who wants to take that one?
I'll take a swing at it. And by the way, before we, one thing I want to add to your discussion on analytics, the other thing that I'm seeing is, historically, if you got the data back from your data team and that was it, with the AI, you're actually able to say, well, can you go a little deeper on this particular number here? Can you go into this one a little deeper? And you can do it kind of real time, right? Where that would have, your data team will go, yeah, we can do that. And they would go back and you'd get it back in a week later, right?
Yeah. And by then you've forgotten why you wanted it in the first place.
But in terms of the future of AI, and I want to stress this, and I heard this in someone else's presentation, I don't view it as artificial intelligence. I view it as augmented intelligence. The human operator, the person doing the queries, is still critical. We've all heard the horror stories about people pulling raw data out of AI and trying to use it and making mistakes in courtrooms and other venues that they shouldn't be making. So it's a wonderful tool, and it will continue to be an even better tool over time. But it's, garbage in, garbage out, right? You have to be checking it, and you have to be, I would argue, even more of a subject matter expert than you were before, just because of you need to know when it's off base. In the future, I do not see it replacing marketing people, but I see marketing people expanding their skill sets to get better at utilizing it as a tool and possibly being able to do more, right? Because it's going to speed up the process of creating content, of developing those analytics, those insights. So it's just going to supercharge, in my mind, the marketing departments out there. You may have some just straight up content creators that are going to maybe be looking for other work or looking to becoming query specialists, but I see this as a more of like I said, a supercharging tool than something that's going to replace people.
Yeah, I see. I'll jump in there, Aaron, and piggyback on that. I'd say, Seth, because I think of it, AI's like the internet, right? Nobody says don't use the internet for work. Right? We don't say that anymore, right? It's kind of like, my kids will probably be like, yeah, of course we use AI. It's like an architect using CAD or something, right? You don't say, no, don't use that tool. Go back to drawing everything by hand, right? Now that everyone uses that tool and now it helps their work. So I think we're in that place, we're in the Wild West, but I see it as like, yeah, this will be part of something that we do. It's embedded in our phones or whatever we have in the years to come, right?
Yeah. No, I actually, that's an interesting point because it made me think about my son today. I saw him with bringing his calculator to school. It's a scientific calculator, high school, and I remember being told in high school, don't bring your calculator into class. It's not allowed in class.
Yeah.
Because that's going to make you mentally soft or some nonsense, right? So, but the funny thing is, this is what I'm hearing. I've spoken on an AI panel recently, and somebody said, is this going to be harmful to us humans, all this AI, and should we be banning it in circumstances so that mentally we don't get soft and that sort of thing. So this calculator thing has been in my mind lately because, you can, but I think that the thing now is it's a fantastic tool, and we can, like the calculator, it frees us up. It's our now responsibility to stand on the shoulders of the calculator, in this case on AI's shoulders, and take human knowledge and human endeavor to higher levels than we could have before AI. It's another tool. It's a fantastic, phenomenal tool that we can build on.